in regards to women that don't have to show face, like models and things like that, going to the club, you're purposefully putting yourself in a position to get hit on men, knowingly going to those clubs, knowing that that is a possibility. In regards to the Instagram thing, yeah, it can be an insecurity, and insecurities work both ways.
Totally.
But you're also still having those options that are there where they can reply at any given time. And that's not something that happens to men that often, where they have the ability to just, you know what, I'm going to go back to this girl and reply to her now, and she's still there. Because men are going to stick around forever. I mean, I'm sure all of you have seen it where they reply like a year later to nothingness, and they're in your DMs still. Like, women have those opportunities all the time, and men don't really have those opportunities. Yeah, so it's like, don't worry about this guy.
You don't think Mr. Universe or Mr. California has those? Come on, you got some girls sliding.
Okay, so to be honest,
tell us about your DMs.
The vast majority of my followers actually that I got were all gay dudes, to be honest. And it was because like I had like striations on my glutes, and I posted this video of me just like flexing, and like all you can see literally every muscle fiber on my ass.
Hell yeah! Hey,
whatever.
But I
talk more. Wow.
What's your Instagram?
I do get.
So you can show your body, but a girl can't show theirs.
So the intent is different, though. For me, I'm looking for the guys to be like, I'm looking for the guys to be like, yo, you're fucking shredded, dude. Like, nice. Like, I'm looking for. Like, I'm not posting this just to be like, oh, I look hot here. I'm just like, my body looks fucking nuts right now.
Same.
No, because girls are purposefully showing their buttholes on Instagram. Literally.
You think like that.
They're not literally.
The thing is, from my perspective, I am building art. And so, like,
So are
I know that can sound so one-sided. Whatever. I don't care.
What do you think we are?
I don't care. I literally pay and get paid to step on stage to get judged for how I look.
Don't leave the podcast.
We get paid for our
sponsorships. Don't do it to yourself.
Girls get sponsorships from companies.
Literally.
But what kind of sponsorships, though, specifically for?
Vagina.
Let him talk,
please. Is it like
So
clothing
we can put our vaginas on
sponsorships? Is it clothing sponsorships or food
interrupting.
sponsorships or sponsorships that help you obtain that goal of getting that art that you're trying to work for?
You're gonna be surprised, but I'm like twerk for many years. I was a twerk teacher. I'm a dance teacher in many different ways. So, and I remember I posted, and most of my followers are girls. So when I post like a twerk video sometimes, which is not even sexual, like I'm fully clothed, I got a lot of messages like, oh, I wish from women, I wish I have this level of confidence. Like, teach me, please. You inspires me a lot with your feminine energy, the way you express yourself.
Okay,
Okay,
I got to interrupt you because we're moving away from the original point. Kind of the original point that you were trying to make is that as a guy, we don't have like chicks just ruthlessly sliding into our DMs.
Yeah.
Like
some
girls,
people has. Again, you
bro,
like,
some.
okay,
without working for
fucking
it.
6'5" fucking blue check mark athletes on Instagram. Girls are DMing them. That's fine. However, average girls, 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, just average chick that goes to college is getting dozens of DMs a week.
So
there's a social.
It's like the men
want us in a burqa, and they will still do that.
I'm living my life.
It's not about what we're posting either.
Who cares? Why do you care?
The point is that there's a difference there between the attention that men and women receive. An average girl has dudes sliding into her DMs. Hold on. Average girl has dudes sliding into her DM. Average dudes ain't getting a DM in their entire fucking life.
But men need to stop
that relationship.
It's not your problem, but part of being in a monogamous relationship means limiting your options.
No,
you live in this world.
So
we're different. We're not like a 100 years ago.
You're living in this world. You shouldn't say that, but
you want the girl to give up her Instagram?
If you're
for what?
For a relationship with
Can you elaborate?
Just in general.
For what? What is she giving it up for?
She wants to be with you, and what the whole Twitter feed thing was about.
That your question is still very vague to me.
Instagram is a dating app.
You're saying
Point blank.
I- yeah.
Business.
So here's
my
the thing.
business. I'm making
I have
money.
had-
it's a
I'm
lot.
inspired
It's not just
people.
a
Okay,
date.
so
Like,
so
it's not a
fine.
dating
But
app.
for example, let's say an average. You guys are all content creators, whatever. Most girls are not content creators. They're average chicks, but they have Instagram. Dudes are sliding into their DMs.
Correct.
It would, in that situation where finances are not a component, it's like
I wouldn't have
it
one.
would not be unreasonable for
I
a
would
guy to
not
be
have
like,
one.
"Yo, you're getting DM'd by a
So
bunch of
men
dudes."
just
Like,
hungry. They just,
Everyone's
How's that
right.
her
there.
fault?
Like,
Okay.
If I was a
it's
normal
your
chick like that, I
problem,
would
not
give up my
mine.
Instagram and not give a damn about it.
If-
for
okay,
sure. Now,
wait.
if my livelihood didn't depend on it, I wouldn't care at
But-
all, and I wouldn't have one. But the fact that ours does, yes, it's different for us.
men
Okay.
and women are not the same. Go ahead.
I'll let these two go real quick.
Okay.
I
Respectfully.
was thank you. I was just gonna say, if you're in like if you're secure with yourself, both partners, and you guys are secure with each other and have that foundation, you can get hit on anywhere. This could happen at work. This could happen at
not
the
the same.
grocery store.
Not the
However,
same.
however, if you're secure with yourself in your relationship, you know that even if she's getting DM'd this amount of DMs, she's not going to do anything with it. And why does that bother you? If it bothers you, then that's something deep that you need to go search within yourself.
insecurity.
It's your own insecurity.
It's not insecurity. It's
no,
called
you
having
even
a
mentioned.
boundary.
No,
It's
you
called
even
having a
mentioned. Oh,
boundary.
guys with check marks. Clearly, you have something about guys with check marks, and you're
no.
worried about it because you've been
No.
attacking
Boundaries,
Lexi
though.
all
What
night.
boundaries?
It's an insecurity with yourself. I hate to say it, but it is.
It's
Because if you were
I'll
with
get you a
somebody,
check mark, Brian.
I have.
if you were with somebody that like
$50 per
you felt good about and you knew she was all about you and you guys have trust and everything, it doesn't fucking matter because this can happen anywhere.
I think a man should be proud, if anything. Like,
Oh, yeah,
there's my woman, and she's doing whatever the fuck she needs to do. She looks good, and people are loving her, especially women. And of course, men are gonna
Okay,
look at her,
But
be
she's
proud of
with
that.
Sorry.
But she's with me.
She
like,
Okay,
every day
so
choose me.
That's fine. That's fine. But one of the things you guys were talking about, well, what makes a traditional woman? One of those things is modesty. Posting photos of your ass on Instagram is not being modest.
no, but I actually
We're not
get
traditional
I don't
though.
do
We're not.
that.
We're not
Yeah.
traditional.
That's cool.
But
Then
let's
enjoy
say-
your
no, no,
50-50
Yeah, we're not
relationships.
traditional.
Enjoy your 50-50
Yeah.
relationships.
No, no, I'm talking
This
about
world is not
regular
traditional
living
That's
anymore.
fine.
That
Then
world.
you guys, then when someone breaks into your house, you guys can defend it.
Well, duh. I
bringing the
shoot
strap
guns and I'm
out,
a
Brian.
boxer, so yeah.
See, here's the thing.
what
This
you
is
want.
this is one of the primary issues in modern dating. Non-traditional women want men to adhere to their traditional gender roles. You want men to be men, but you want to go post your shit on Instagram. You want to fucking fuck around and be loose and be promiscuous.
What do you
You're
mean?
putting
Women
words
are
in my
mostly
mouth.
loyal.
That's
like
not
everything
true.
together. Like
We're
I wanna
loyal. We
express
want to love you
myself.
guys. We do
Yeah.
love you guys. We're all for you guys, but we can't do that because you're not insecure and you'll let us do those
It's not-
things.
yo,
because you know that we're not doing it for men.
But wait, I'm not saying
What-
be
what-
proud. Be proud of somebody that's putting like her ass out, like half naked to that comment. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Yeah.
I can be sexy in a dress. I have a sexy look to me, even if I'm wearing. I'm fully clothed. That's not my fault. That's not my
Like,
fault.
I'm
getting
just
DMs
What-
towards
sexually
that.
attracted feminine woman, and I'm just posting like my shit. It's
Buddy,
just
your
my
girlfriend-
passion.
your
Like
girlfriend
I'm
is
like,
sexy and beautiful.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. So
and not even like as a job.
both,
Like
you
just a
know?
regular photo, just like having.
Brian
an
needs a
Instagram.
regular girl, is what it comes
Yeah,
down
just
to.
a
I
regular
date
girl.
Can I
regular
speak on
women.
behalf of the
I-
DMs thing
And you
again?
said
What's
like.
that? I date regular women.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
and one of the reasons why. And I mean, a lot of you guys live in LA. I mean, this is why I've refused, even though, well, despite having been doing content creation for 10 years, I've refused to live or move to LA.
I feel you.
Like it's just toxic as fuck. But that's a whole nother conversation. I date regular chicks. I'm not dating content creators. I don't think I've actually ever dated a girl who does content or who does OnlyFans ever.
When you
I'll
say
d-
content is like 100% like adult content, or you just
I'm dating
like any kind of content.
I'm dating like PhD students and like corporate chicks, like
Don't those
nurses.
girls
I've done all of that. I
strong
have my
jobs
bachelor's.
that are like very
I still create
stressful. They come
content.
home and they're like, "Oh my god, my job's so stressful." Like, you deal with that stuff for sure with those girls.
Yeah, I have dated
Probably
some.
more than the content creators.
That's doubtful, but I've dated women who have stressful jobs. I've dated a doctor. I've dated pharmacist. I've dated a physician assistant.
How much time do they have
Sure.
for you?
Yeah, and nurses, honestly, a little red.
They have time for you in the
Everything
relationship?
medical.
Well, these were more short-term relationships, but I mean, most of the women I date, I'd say, are.
I mean, first of all,
Like-
nurses are freaking crazy and toxic.
I have
Yeah. I've dated way too many
Her
nurses,
best
so
friend
trust
is
me, I
one.
fucking
Nurses,
know.
so I know.
I know.
Yeah.
But okay, what you call insecurity, I just call having a boundary.
And
I
in
totally
regards
get
to the
you.
insecurities, and we were talking about the DMs, And if there's like a bunch of guys, whatever.
Can you guys get
Anyways.
off your phones, please?
Sorry, yeah.
Just 11 p.m.
We're gonna wrap in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I do
thank
get
you.
messages from men and women, and then men obviously I don't entertain, but even the women, like I've had people offer to fly me to New York and like pay for all this shit, and I like delete that stuff. I don't even reply. I don't open it. I delete it because why would I want that sitting there? Like I kind of hold myself to a little bit of a higher standard, to be honest. To even have that in my DMs, just because like
When you're in a
I'm single too.
relationship.
I'm single, and I deleted like 5 messages this
Why
morning
would
from
you
the
do
guys and girls.
that?
Oh, maybe
Why
I do
would
the
I wanna
same.
entertain
Why
it?
would I do
Wouldn't
the
you?
same? Who knows?
Because I have values and morals that I
Your
want to
value
uphold.
is my woman can't take me on a trip.
Some random woman wants to pay for me to go somewhere.
You're psycho for that.
How am I psycho
Are you
for that?
crazy?
I mean,
No.
No,
Absolutely
I
not.
understand him.
That's selling
I'm
your
like
body
from
in a way,
super
because
yeah,
you
I
Absolutely
understand
not.
him.
Right.
I
But
would not
still,
put myself
like
in that
maybe I'm
position.
acting the same in DM because I consider Instagram as
If I
a
don't
job.
want a girl that I want to date to be doing this stuff, I'm not gonna do it either.
I agree.
So I want to
Have a
have
good
I want to date
time.
someone that's like similar to me.
But that could be the boundary too. Just don't respond to them or delete them.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Exactly.
You know?
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, don't
Just
leave
set
it
the
in
boundary.
your DMs to just like have it
Yeah.
sitting there.
And don't reply, and that could be the boundary.
because it's not my
You know?
responsibility. Someone texts me. Like I can't control that.